Hi, welcome back. I've got Martina with me again. We're going to do a full body Pilates flow using a band. So if you've got a loop band, that's awesome. We've both got light ones. And if you haven't got a loop band but you've got a long resistance band, you can just tie it into a knot and that'll work the same. And if you don't have a resistance band at all, maybe click on a different workout, but I guess you could give it a go without it.
Definitely can do without.
Yeah, you definitely can do it without. I'm only joking. Oh, I meant another one of mine, but yeah. Anyway, let's get going. We're going to start with a little bit of arm stuff. So we're going to have your band coming down just above your elbows. I'm going to get you to sit so you're facing down your mat. You can just sit on your heels here, but if this doesn't feel good, you're welcome to tuck your toes underneath you, and that's going to give you a little bit of a stretch through the back of your feet as well. So sometimes that can feel quite nice, but just do whatever feels okay for you. Now we're going to bring your elbows up so that they're at shoulder height, your palms face in towards one another, and I want you to wrap your shoulders down and back. So it's like you're popping your shoulder into opposite hip pocket there with that little motion. We breathe in here, belly is strong. As you breathe out, we're going to nice and slowly draw the elbows wide. And then we come back and in, inhale. Exhale, elbows come wide. Find that resistance. Inhale, we draw back in. Now this movement starts at the shoulders, and the rest of our arms work all together to get it going. Let's go for 10 more in this slow pace. Exhale out. Inhale in. 9. 8. Your gaze should be looking just between those hands. Find a focal point. 7. 6. Nobody likes these arm movements, but we've got to do them. 5. 4. Keep your fingers over your elbows here. Don't let your hands triangle in, they stay wide. 3. 2. Shoulders down and back. 1. We bring those hands in. Have a little rest, but don't drop those hands. Just hold them there. We're going to do that same movement again, only this time we're working in the outer edge, so the outer 3/4 of your movement. So we're going to exhale to come out full width. Inhale, we come 3/4 of the way back in. Exhale, full width out. Inhale, 3/4 in. I know it's starting to hurt. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, 3/4 in. So that should mean you're not getting a break. You're feeling that resistance the whole time. Good. Get power from your core here. Belly button reaches to spine. Sit up tall. Let's go. 6. Thinking of other things. 5. 4. Keep it slow. 3. 2. Can we hold out on 1? Let's go wide, and we're going to pulse. Pulse. Pulse for 10. 9. 8. No one likes the pulses. It's okay. Let's go for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We draw in. Rest those hands down. Whew. Have a nice little roll through the shoulders, rolling up and back. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. So you're going to keep that band around your forearms, but we'll take it behind us. And we're going to have palms facing in and leaning forward here. Now we're keeping our hips down on your heels, so you're letting your lower body rest here, but we're going to bring your hands up as high as you can. Your body is like a little rocket ship here, so you've got a long line from the crown of your head down to your hips. So we keep our chin tucked just to keep that length of the back of your neck here. It doesn't have to be tucked down looking beneath you. Your eye line should be out towards the front of your mat, or just in front of your mat, depending on where you are. So pinky fingers are reaching up towards the ceiling here. We spread those fingers wide. We're going to, again, draw the band out and in. A little bit faster than our last round. Just out and in. Out and in. Out and in. 4, 10. 9, keep the abs in. 8, roll your shoulders down and back. Back of the neck is long. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to turn your palms up towards the ceiling now and we're going to do that same little movement, out and in, out and in. Again, it starts from your shoulders here. Everything works. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We bring the hands down. Good. Band can come off of those arms. Pop it down by your side. Come into your 4-point kneel. So hands under shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're going to turn your right hand so your fingers reach back towards you, and we're just having a little bounce stretch through the wrist. Nothing too extreme here. Go with what feels okay so we don't have to force it. And then we'll swap, going to the other side. And again, a little bit of a bounce back. Beautiful. Turning both hands forward. We're going to turn your creases of your elbows so that they're facing out in front of you here. Our belly button pulls in. We inhale to bend through the elbows. Your chest will lower towards the floor. We exhale to press up to long arms. We're just going to go for 6 here. This is finishing off that little bit of upper body warmth that we've created. Now I want you to almost pitch your chest forward over your hands as you go. You don't have to come all the way down. Just go with what you can do. Let's go 3 more. Keep those elbows narrow. 3. Exhale up. Feet stay heavy. Let's go 2. Last one. Inhale down. Exhale up. Beautiful. Now we're going to come down onto our side and we'll use our band on our legs. Yay. So we can take it just around your lower part of your legs. So kind of just above your ankles here. Wonderful. And we're going to come down so that we're laying on our side. We're having 2 long legs here. You can lay on your side with your bottom elbow just underneath your shoulder. So if you look down, try to line that elbow up just underneath your shoulder, making sure that what you don't want to see is looking down and your elbow is way out ahead of you here. That's just going to put undue pressure on our shoulder. We want to have a nice straight line, giving ourselves a good brace here. So we're pointing the toes. Top leg is up at your hip height. Our top hand can be just in front of your belly here. And almost try to look at your hips and make sure that your hips are stacked. So we're not back with our top hip out of alignment. We want to roll that top hip forward. Keep everything stacked. Good. We inhale. On your exhale, your top leg is going to lift up. Find that resistance. Inhale to hip height. Exhale up. Inhale, hip height. Good. The longer and straighter your bottom leg is here, the stronger this is going to feel. You're welcome to have a little bit of a bend through that bottom knee to keep things a little bit easier with the balance. Go with what you want. Good. Tummy reaches in. Let's relax your top shoulder. Relax your face. Find that resistance every time. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold up on 1. I'm going to flex your foot. From here, it's just a rotation. So turn your toes up and then forward. And this rotation starts at the top of your leg. So your thigh is moving, turning knee up and forward. We feel that resistance as we go. And forward, up and forward. Squeeze the core, squeeze the bum. Let's go 10. Don't let that leg drop. It stays floating. 9, 8, 7, 6. I want you to try and squeeze your top side of your bum as you rotate. 3, 2. Let's keep that leg floating on 1, but we're going to rest down onto your upper arm. So take your arm nice and long. Rest your head down. Point your toes. We're going to sweep that foot forward for me. Find the resistance of your band. Keep that resistance as you reach forward, tapping your toes to the floor. Lift up, resistance the whole time. So you're never letting that band loosen. We go forward and up. We inhale forward. We exhale up. Inhale forward. Exhale up. This is one of those movements that's really small, so I want you to take it really slow. Good. Keep going here for 6. Exhale up. 5. You should be feeling this whole top side. 4. 3. 2. Let's hold up on this last one. We're nearly done. Good. I want you to imagine you've got a 50-cent piece and you were tracing it with your toes. So we just do the teeny little circle. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to have to reverse it on 1. Let's go back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting down. Whew. We can swap over to the other side. And bring yourself up and over. Keep that band in place. And we're going to come down just like we did before. So your elbow is underneath. I have to give myself a bit more room. Your elbow is underneath your shoulder. And your top leg is up at hip height. Now we keep the belly reaching in. You should have a long line from your toes up to your shoulder. So make sure when you're here, you don't have your feet out behind you or out in front of you. They're just straight on. We're starting with those little lifts up into your resistance band. So we're going to lift up, up, up. Now you can try and time this to your exhale breath if you want, but let's relax those shoulders. Keep your core working. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold up, flex your foot. Now we're turning your toes up towards the ceiling and then forward. And this rotation starts right at the thigh, and I want you to squeeze your bum on this underside of your waist to make sure that you're not looking like this right now. So we want to keep lifting up and out of your shoulder. Let's go here for 10, 9. That foot stays at hip height and we just rotate. It's not lowering down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it up. Don't drop. Just take your head down. Beautiful. Point your toes. We find that resistance. We keep it there as we reach forward, tapping toes to the floor and up. So we inhale forward. We exhale up. So yeah, you can totally do this without the band. If you are working without the band, you need to pretend that you've got a band. So you're moving through wet cement here. You're keeping the slow pace that we're going at. And I want you to find your own resistance. It is possible. It'll work just as well. Good. We inhale forward. We exhale back. Let's go here for 6. Remember, bend your bottom knee to make this a little bit easier. Keep your leg long if you want it to be stronger. For 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold up. And we're coming into those circles. Last little bit. I know it hurts. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They're tiny. Just a 50-cent piece. 3, 2, 1. Let's go back. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze the bum. 6, 5, 4. Nearly fell. 3, 2, and 1. We can have a little rest down. Whew. Yeah. Wow, indeed. Let's roll onto our backs. So I want you to just take that band off of your feet or off of your legs. Pop it down by your sides. We're nearly done. We want to have a nice long flat spine here. Arms long by your sides, and we're going to bring your legs one foot and then the second up into tabletop. Now we're taking your heels together and your knees out wide. We've got a big wide V shape with your feet, so your toes are reaching out and your heels are stuck together. We're going to keep your spine nice and long, nice and flat. I want you to imagine that you've got a sandbag sitting on your belly. It's flattening it out, drawing it down to the floor. We breathe in here. As you breathe out, press through the heels, drawing up. So you breathe in and your knees are going to come wide. We breathe out, it's like you're pressing out to long legs. Beautiful. Breathe in, knees come wide. Breathe out, pressing up. Now what I often see people doing in classes, which isn't quite right, is that when we bend to come back, they're more bending their knees, dropping their feet, and lifting. We don't want this motion. I want you to imagine that you're holding a rope to your heels and you're drawing the heels in and then pressing out. If you try both, you will feel the difference, and you'll feel what we want here, which is that squeeze of the inner thighs as we come out. Good. So let's actually exaggerate that inner thigh squeeze a little bit more. When you come to long legs, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale to draw down. We're going to get nice, strong legs through this one. Let's go for 10 more. 9. Keep those heels pressed together, they don't come apart. Relax your face. Good. Keep thinking of those heels drawing towards your belly. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold out on this last one. Let's press out and hold. You take your heels to hip distance apart, squeeze in. To hip distance apart, squeeze in. Beautiful. So we inhale wide, we exhale in. As you exhale, this movement is squeezing the inner thighs. Let's use the inner thighs here. Keep those toes turned out. Keep your heels as the thing that touch. We're going to go for 5 more. 5, 4. Core has to work here. I know it's hard. 3. This is our last fit. 2. And 1. Let's hug those knees in. Oh, I was shaking. Wow, I was shaking a little bit there at the end as well. Luckily for us, that is the end of your mini band workout. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for joining us. If you like seeing Martina in my videos, please comment below so that she comes back. And that's another one with you.
Don't comment.
Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.